Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special episode here at the YYC Real Estate Show. You have myself, Sheraz, and Sebastian here. Excited to do an episode at my new listing in Upper Mount Royal, 1108 Premier Way Southwest, known as the Castle in Upper Mount Royal. First, we'll give you a usual update. So, you know how we talked last week that when September and fall's around the corner, we've been watching the weekly sales. So there has been a drop. We saw a drop from the 700s the last 2 weeks in a row in the 600s. Now, in the last 7 days in Calgary, there's only 553 sales.
But does that mean higher inventory?
So the current inventory in Calgary is hovering around the same, 2,508.
Oh, okay.
Last time it was 2,400 and change. Now it's 2,508. So maybe 50, 60 more. But surprisingly, the sales dropped by a little over 100. So 553 sales in the last 7 days. So of those sales, the highest was $3 million, which I want to talk about is an apartment.
Oh.
The highest sale in the last 7 days was in Mission, a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath apartment. $3 million. That's pretty cool. You want to take a guess at what the condo fees are there?
Okay. I'm guessing that they're going to be $2,000 a month.
$4,001 a month.
What does it come with?
Caretaker, common area maintenance, gas, heat, insurance, parking, reserve fund contributions, water, snow removal. So nothing fancy like concierge.
Nothing fancy. Yeah, sure. $4,000 a month.
Your regular stuff, right? Electricity still plus extra on that.
Yeah.
So, second highest sale in the last 7 days was 2.75 here in Upper Mount Royal, and it was a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath. So we're sitting in one that's a 5-bed, 5-bath, 4 plus 1, and 4 full baths and a half bath here. But we'll talk about this property in a little bit. So, with that being said, let's see here. We were talking about yesterday there was something released. So, a little good news for those buyers that have been out there shopping. Bank of Canada has officially released that they will hold steady with their rate for the rest of the year.
Okay.
So this next quarter, it's going to remain at the 5%. So hopefully those that were keeping an eye or on the fence about buying, this might be a good time. Plus, the fall and winter do bring some really good deals for those buyers that are out there shopping for a good time. Fall and winter, you can generally get a little bit of a better deal than spring, summer. So if you're interested, reach out to us. Let us know if you need any help or advice. And let's have a look here. Anything you want to talk about? I know you have the listing in Cochrane coming up now.
Yeah, so I have a listing in Cochrane coming up. It's a very nice listing. It's six bedroom, 4 bath with a legal suite in the basement, and it has a triple front garage on it. And the lot size is 8,600 square feet. So if you want to add another garage in the back, or maybe even a carriage suite, it would potentially be possible with
carriage suites are really cool. If we haven't talked about it before, a carriage suite is a legal, essentially apartment above a detached garage. So if you're looking to run Airbnb, short-term rental, or if you just want mortgage help with having a tenant in there, you're never going to hear your tenant. Your tenant's only going to hear a garage opening and closing from time to time. So it's actually really cool to have it above a detached garage. And they're doing a lot of really nice ones in the Curry Barracks in the southwest, just off Crowchild there in 50th. They are triple garages predominantly there with a really big carriage suite on top.
Yeah. I've seen a really cool carriage suite that one of my buddy's dads had, and it was actually a quadruple garage, right? And beside it, they had a living space with a bunch of pinball machines. Yeah. And then on the upstairs, they had a huge lounge area with a huge gym, and I was like, what a good use of space that would be. Yeah.
So the benchmark price keeps increasing. Krebs' recent release, or today benchmark price in Calgary is $570,700, I believe. Yeah. So it just keeps rising. And now with fall, we'll see if that comes down a little bit. But we'll keep our eye on it. Anything else you want to talk to everyone about out there?
With not necessarily. I was thinking maybe next episode we should compare it to the market in Toronto and Vancouver, just so we can get some context.
I actually tried to make a post, and for some reason it didn't upload.
Oh.
Yesterday I was making a post. It's The average median price there is $1,039,000
Wow.
for detached, and we're at 570, 700.
Yeah.
Big difference, right? So half, essentially, almost half. So that's why it's not surprising we have daily migration of about 175 daily migration here to Calgary, the YYC. So market is still hot, and I don't know if anyone out there saw the viral clips of somebody posting that, hey, this is the third wave of at least a dozen people there to see a new apartment for rent. So rental market's crazy. If you're looking to invest and look for a rental, YYC might be the safe place to put your money.
Yeah, and I was talking to a client yesterday who has a home, a detached home in the northwest of Calgary, deep northwest, right? Mm-hmm. And they had a legal suite in the basement, but you wouldn't expect an Airbnb to do so good so far away, but they're doing fantastic, even though that Airbnb is like nowhere near the inner city, right? So it's once you start looking into it, I'm starting to think that the whole city is a good opportunity for Airbnb if you find the right price.
Well, we talked about mine that are close to the airport. Mm-hmm. You know, that's not inner city. It's northwest.
Yeah.
They do very well. So Airbnb, in my opinion, is, I believe, the future of renting.
Yeah.
If you want to be a landlord, you know, that's the future. It's kind of, I would say, it's like the Uber of renting, right? Mm-hmm. You know, if you're doing generic long-term leases, that's the taxis. Yeah. Uber came in. So Airbnb, in my opinion, as far as those landlords out there, brought me back into becoming a landlord. I never wanted to do it again. Mm-hmm. We've all heard the nightmare stories of tenants. They have more rights than you as well. Hard to get them out. Dealing with always damage. So I like Airbnb. You're running a hotel. You might make less than what you do in a long-term lease, but a lot less risk for you as an owner, investor. So highly recommend it. This, what we're sitting in today, very, very unique stay. It's a successful Airbnb currently, and it's on the market as is, all furniture, decor included. I hosted a really nice open house yesterday, 4 to 8. Sebastian was here. We'll share some content online about that event yesterday, but we had about 70 people in here, and everyone's curious to see what this place has to offer. So originally this was a bungalow, 1946. And in 1982, construction began into what you see here today, known as the Castle in Upper Mount Royal, and completed in 86. So started in 82, completed in 4 years. Wow. And it's been like this since, just with upgrades and maintenance throughout its time. The
sheer amount of spiral staircases you find in this house is impressive. Yeah,
6 spiral staircases. So, have a look online. It's 1108 Premier Way Southwest for sale. And we're here in the basement level, which has a seating area, a bedroom, a den, a full bath, a big snooker table, a dance floor. Library, yeah. So a lot to offer here, and this is just the basement. Yeah. So we'll have a look at a few other rooms. Well.
Yeah, sounds good. And give us a little history about this home. I know that it was built in 1946, right?
Originally, it was a bungalow built in 1946, but this structure we're in today is like a 1986 completion.
Yeah. And this home has so much character, and I hope that, we are hoping it obviously sales, trying to get the best money for our client, or his client, sorry, and but I really do hope we can have another open house here to give more people an opportunity to just come see the history that this home holds, because it is pretty fascinating. They don't make houses like this at all anymore. And it even has a rooftop patio at the top of what you would call the castle, right? So quite a lookout. You had someone on the roof yesterday.
Trumpet player, yeah. We got a nice little kid playing the trumpet to set the mood at the beginning of the open house.
Trying to call the neighbors out. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he was on the lawn and he was upstairs at the very, very top lookout, which is a cool spot as well. Yeah. So, excited about this one, and happy to do a episode here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, what's it listed at right now?
It's 1.4. 1,399,800. Big lot, almost 9,000 square foot lot. So, really desirable, 60 foot by 150 feet.
Yeah.
Lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, one thing that surprised me about this lot was that it's not only. Well, it's fantastic for Airbnb because it's such a character home, but it's great for a builder as well.
Yeah, it's an RC1, and in this area, you're not going to do an infill. You'd have to do one single-family home. But there's there's a 9.5 million listing here, and essentially this, because it's such a character home, it's a lot of land value here, but you can continue as is, turnkey, and continue the Airbnb like it is because it's such a unique stay.
Yeah. No, it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Honestly, if I had the money, I'd try to buy this place because just for the novelty of it, right? Being able to come here and enjoy this history, it's quite a vibe, I would say.
A vibe.
Yeah, it is a vibe. It is a vibe.
Sure.
You come in, and it just throws you back. Throws you back in time. I mean, we've even got a disco ball hanging right there.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite part about this house?
I would say the 2-level library, spiral staircase from one section of the library into another section of the library. That's really cool.
That's your favorite part?
Yeah, I would say one of them.
Yeah, for me, it's probably the rooftop lookout and this main area with the pool table and just the amount of red and wood. What is it called? The wood carpentry, right?
Yeah.
It is astonishing.
So, we're here in another room. It's got a lot of character. Got the red couches, got the black paint on the walls, and here we got a picture of can't see it, but we've got a picture of the Godfather right here, and on top of the mantle for the fireplace, and
yeah, one of the many rooms, and each room has its own different color theme and vibe to it, so it's really cool. I'll just read the description I wrote for this place, just because it is such a unique property. So I wrote for the public to view: welcome to your dream castle home, where modern comfort seamlessly blends with vintage charm. Nestled in the prestigious Upper Mountain Royal community, this enchanting estate boasts almost 5,500 square feet of living space, and all furniture and decor is included. This superb residence on Premier Way is a true architectural marvel. 6 spiral staircases wind their way through this grand abode, complemented by a graceful bridge, a commanding tower with a majestic lookout, charming courtyards, and a spacious dance hall plus games room, ready to entertain lords and ladies alike. You have to kind of play into that it is a castle, so I kind of went with that theme with the write-up here. People commented on it yesterday at the open house. Two. They said, "Oh, I really liked your write-up."
Yeah.
And we had a trumpet player here, which was also cool.
yeah, because usually write-ups are not entertaining, but
Yeah, I'll keep going here. Yeah. So the upper floor is designed with royalty in mind, offering a king and queen suite, complete with ample closet space, a luxurious 5-piece ensuite, and a sunlit sitting room nestled high in the tower, affording rooftop access and breathtaking views. For the prince and princess, 2 main floor bedrooms await, each boasting the rare luxury of an individual sink. Here you'll also find a grand dining room, perfect for hosting opulent feasts, a cozy living room with a gas fireplace, and easy access to the serene rear courtyard, which is over there. The well-equipped kitchen, ready for crafting the most decadent of meals, completes your royal abode. For the diligent administrators of your kingdom, a main floor office provides a quiet space for handling affairs. Ascend the spiral staircase to the multi-floor library, an ode to noble scholarship, sure to impress even the most discerning of scholars. This basement level that we first were in, it transforms into an entertainer's paradise like we talked about down there, boasting a parquet dance floor, pool table, it's a snooker table, a convenient wet bar, cozy recreation room with a fireplace, a workshop for your creative pursuits, and a 4th bedroom with comfortable sitting area. So there's 4 official bedrooms, but there's a den as well. So you could use this as a 5-bedroom home, but as we all know in Calgary, the rules here for real estate are it must have a window and a closet to be registered as an official room. So this property is a 4+ den property with 3 full baths and 1 half bath. And this castle is currently a very successful Airbnb. It's a unique stay, so it does very well on Airbnb. And it's been updated in 2019 with solid things like a new roof, hot water tank, 2 furnaces, things like that. So really state-of-the-art place now and unique stay.
yeah.
So
I feel like I mean the zoning wouldn't allow it, but this would make a really interesting hostel or bed and breakfast, just because of the layout.
yeah, it's residential.
Yeah.
Can't do infills, can't do commercial out of here.
Yeah.
You'd have to check with the city on any home business you can run, but yeah, you're right. I don't think you can run like
But
a restaurant bed and breakfast,
it'd be
right?
pretty fascinating because a lot of hostels have like on the top, like the upper levels have the rooms and where you sleep, and then usually in the lower level of the hostel is usually a bar and the entertainment area, which this has exactly that. And plus, it's fascinating because there's 3 different ways to get just to the main floor. You got the entrance spiral, you got the library spiral that goes into another library onto the main floor,
And outside the bridge,
oh yeah, there's another
Yeah.
that goes onto the main floor,
which
And then-
we're on now.
yeah, and then you got a 4th spiral to get onto the main floor from the kitchen. So you go to the back of the basement, you can go all the way up to the kitchen. Like, talk about
And there's 2
convenience.
more
Yeah.
because there's 6 spiral staircases.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, and they're some of them are a little like tighter, right? So they're
Yeah.
not that easy to get up. But I don't think they allow those anymore. Those are probably grandfathered in for the size of them. But yeah, no, it's pretty great. Yeah, yesterday you had for the open house. You had your kid here, right?
Yeah, 4 to 8 was a successful open house here. A lot of people, and everyone came.
Yeah, yeah.
I invited obviously everyone I knew, and it was posted for the public. So yeah, I was happy to see wife and kids showed up. My wife brought my mom. My sister brought her kids, and then a lot of our team members
Yeah, a
like
lot of our
Megan.
team.
Megan brought her family, her fiance, and his family.
I brought my dad and my cousin.
And Courtney was here. Thank you to Courtney. A big shout out to Sebastian. First of all, Sebastian helped out a lot yesterday. Having that much traffic, you always need help from your fellow agents to kind of usher and chauffeur people around and make sure everyone's taken care of and their questions are answered. So
Yeah.
big shout out to my co-host here, Sebastian. He also brought his cousin to help, and then Xavier, our new team member. He helped out a lot and was here and was eager and passionate to answer people's questions. He's a brand new agent, and he's actually the one that brought the trumpeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks to him. And who else was there? Megan helped out. Courtney, she was here helping out as well. My friend Jarrett, Jay Webb, who was an episode on our podcast,
Yeah.
he provided all the wine, sparkling wine, cheese, and he was nice enough to kind of be the bartender for everyone, which he didn't have
He
to
did
do.
a great job at it too.
Jarrett, shout out to Jarrett, and it was a good time. And as you all would have expected, shut it down at 8, and the closest of my friends that stayed back, we just enjoyed finishing the rest of the wine that was there.
Yeah, I think we have to add that we were with the owner as well. Like, we weren't just staying at the open house afterwards
Of
and
course
drinking.
not.
We had permission
With the
from
owner's
owner.
consent.
With the owner, we were there.
Hey man, it's my listing. I'll do what I want. I'm just kidding. Kidding to the owners.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and it was a good time. It's a really, really unique stay, and I'm hoping it goes to good hands.
Yeah, I don't know if you've mentioned yet, but the person that buys this, they're just gonna get the Airbnb.
It's turnkey. It's being offered if the new buyer wants. They can just take over the existing, fully managed, hands-off, managed by your key management, and it's they take care of everything A to Z.
Yeah.
So someone that wants it, it's being as is, decor, furniture, every single item. But everything's up for negotiation. If they don't want that and they want an empty house, that can be provided as well. But I feel like anyone that wants it, whatever plans they have for this property, would not be a bad idea to enjoy some revenue for a month or two, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's I love this house. It's gonna be sad to see it go, but it is a beautiful neighborhood, so close to downtown. You wouldn't expect such a spacious and mature neighborhood to be so close to downtown. You just pass 17th Ave and you're right here in Upper Mount Royal.
There's many ways to get up here, but 14th Street's a quick way, 8th Street all the way up into here. But yeah, it is really close to the inner city, but it's always been an affluent neighborhood. Upper Mount Royal has always been a prestigious neighborhood. So a lot of mature trees, a lot of really nice parks around here. So it's a very desirable area for sure. Let's have a look real quick for everyone, just out of curiosity. What is available today, if someone were to ask me, other than this listing I have, what is available in Upper Mount Royal right now? How many do you think are for sale in an affluent neighborhood like this?
I'm gonna say 7 properties.
How many?
7 detached homes.
7? So there's 20 for sale here.
Okay, I was off.
Starts at 9.5 million
Wow.
and all the way down to a small bungalow built in 1932 for $1 million.
Yeah, which goes to show, right? Someone might buy this house, tear it down, spend $1 million, $2 million, building this beautiful, beautiful home, and then sell it for $5 million. 6 million.
Yeah, because
right?
there's 9.5 million, 6.5, 6.2, 4, 3.7, 2.7, 2.6, 2.5. So a lot in the twos. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 properties listed from 2 million to 2.7. And this is listed at 1,399.
Yeah.
And if you see here, like the other ones that this one is on par with for price, 1,300 square feet, 1,100 square feet, 1,800 square feet, and then this one's 3,175. So 5,500 full living space, but registered above grade, above ground, 3,175.
Yeah, definitely a lot of space to have to clean and keep tidy. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Yorkie Management takes care of all
Yeah.
that for the clients here, and you know the cleaners did a great job when I was here.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting set up as they left yesterday, so they did a fantastic job.
Yeah, and that's one thing that surprises me about this property is that the things that have been kept here from the latest renovations back in 1980, everything's in pretty good condition.
1986. Yeah.
1986, everything's in like the carpet downstairs is in really good condition for the
Yeah,
age.
this flooring here on the main level has been replaced, so this is all new. But everything else is kept in very good shape. Yeah, it was cared for and loved by that owner.
Yeah,
and I hope it goes to good hands. Yeah.
yeah. I'm sure whoever gets it, whatever the plans are going to be very, very happy to have this property.
But thank you for tuning in. This was a cool episode to be able to do, and we hope to see you next week.